Hello guys, in this video we will see what is GraphQL and we will also see a small implementation of GraphQL. So let's begin the video. So what are REST API and GraphQL APIs? So what are REST APIs and GraphQL APIs? If I tell you, REST APIs are also used heavily. Like if you see, many big companies are right now using REST API, but as the time is changing, AI is coming, and so though this is not related to AI, GraphQL use is also increasing. And when I will show you, GraphQL is such an amazing thing that you will love it. So now let's start what is GraphQL. And before starting this, you should know what is the difference between GraphQL and REST API, and what is this REST and Graph if you don't know anything. But if you have made a backend front-end application, you might know what is REST API. So let's see. Suppose I will also draw this client server architecture. So suppose this is your client. Okay, this is client. Reducing its size, and this is your server. Okay, it's too large. Yes, this is your server. Now suppose this is a server that has a movie database. Okay, and this server is connected to a database. I'm not drawing that, but imagine. So now see, if this client wants some data, this client is what? This client is you, the user. Suppose you want some data from server, you want a movie list from server. You will do what? You will request this server. Yes, you will request this server, and this server will return you something. Yes, this server will return you something. So this architecture, wait, can I make this arrow? Yeah. So this server will return you something. This is the client server architecture. Now what is this? A communication is happening between client and server. So what this and how this communication is happening? So this communication is happening via REST API. REST API was the service which was providing you this communication. So let me write communication. So see, earlier this communication was possible using REST APIs only. REST APIs provided this communication facility. So this communication thing was provided by us via REST APIs. But now GraphQL is another thing which is providing us this communication part, and GraphQL is a query language, and it is just like SQL, query language. And see, many people think that SQL is a database. SQL is not a database. MySQL is a database. SQL is a query language, just like GraphQL. This query language help to query some data from the database or from the server. Yes, so enough of introduction part of REST APIs. And this API respond you via HTTP. Yes, HTTP request, you might know it. So now see, what is GraphQL? And see, when client requests a resource, the server processes the query and return all the data. See, this line is very important. When we use REST API, let me write this text. REST. What happens in REST? So color, I think, should green. Yes, color should be green, and this text need to be small. Yes, this text needs to be small. Okay, so see, REST API, when the client requests a resource, the server processes the query and return all the data. Suppose you want suppose you want movie data, but you want only actor name from that movie, and you request that movie resources, and you request that movie resources from your server. So server will give you all the data of that movie. Suppose you requested a movie Interstellar. So, and you only want actor names, but what server will do, if you are using REST API, it will give you movie ID, IMDb rating, IMDb ID, and actors worked in that movie, and director and everything. Okay, but you only wanted actor name. So this is not a good thing. Yes, you are overfetching. This is called overfetching. And this GraphQL handles this overfetching in a very good way. Okay, that's why this is the most used thing, that's why people use GraphQL. So GraphQL is defined by GraphQL is defined by this GraphQL schema definition language written in this. Each schema specifies type of data user can modify. Okay, you can see this is made by Facebook has done a lot of things in our developer community. You can see there are many examples. The biggest example is React, and now you can also see this GraphQL. So now let's start what is GraphQL, and see there's other documentation of GraphQL. You can read that as well. But for implementation of GraphQL, there are some providers, and some of the provider like Apollo GraphQL is a very big provider of this GraphQL thing. They uses JavaScript. Yes. So see GraphQL request, and it goes to Express this Next.js like this. Apollo server also handle GraphQL easily. Okay. And behind the scene, Apollo server use Express. So this is the some part which I wanted to tell you about this Apollo server. Now let's click on get started and see how to use it. Okay. So I think there is a network. Okay. Yes. So create a new project, mkdir GraphQL. So it is asking you to create a project, and we will create a folder in our VS Code like this. See, I have a GraphQL YT like folder, and here I will not create anything right now, because if you see there's a command npm init hyphen yes, and npm package set type module. Okay, I'm running this. So if I okay, so we cannot run these two commands in a single line. Npm init hyphen y, or you can just write not yes, you can write hyphen y. Yes. So now it created a package.json, and if you see there's nothing type module kind of thing. Type module provides us import facility, a good import facility. It is a new module. So npm package set type is equals to module. You can do it manually as well, but let's do it like this way. See, now you can see type module. Now what it is asking, install dependencies. So you need to install these two dependencies. These two are different things, Apollo server and GraphQL. So I have clicked install, I have pressed enter, and it is installing. It will take some time. Let's see. So why we want this dependency? We see this module. This dependency will help us to initialize our GraphQL server and use it. So it is downloading. Meanwhile, let us see what is set up with JavaScript. See, we will use JavaScript because it's good thing. Touch index.js. Let us make a file index.js. It is installing. And see, one more thing that I wanted to tell you. If you use REST API, REST API has many endpoints. Like you can do a get request, you can do a post request, you can do patch, you can use update, you can use put, patch, post, get. But GraphQL only use post request. That is also a major difference between REST API and GraphQL, and that's a I would say good thing, because if you see, you can in REST API there are so many endpoints like get, put, post, patch, but you can do every task by using post request. So why not? So now we will make a GraphQL server, and let's see how to make it. Set up with JavaScript, define your GraphQL. Yes, we will do these two imports. Import Apollo server from Apollo server slash this thing, and standalone server from this. Now we will make a server. So const type defs. So these type of defs are nothing. These are just schema. Just like you make a schema for MongoDB. If you are using Mongo database, you make schema. Schema is just a definition. And define your dataset, define resolvers, okay, and create an instance of Apollo server. So this is server. This is how we create server. Const server is equals to new Apollo server, and type def and resolver. And then what we create, const URL, yes, is equals to start standalone start standalone Apollo server. And let's see what is written there. Await server, okay, await server, comma, listen, add this port at port 4000. This is a default port which Apollo suggests you. You can also take 4001 and any other port, but Apollo suggests you to take this port, and also write await here, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, because it is a promise. Now let's console this. That server is started on your server is started on the port which port, 4000. We can write like this as well, because it is a hard coded thing, on port 4000. Yes, see, right now we have declared inside our server type def and resolver, but we don't know what is type def. So as I told you, type def is nothing. It is just a schema of your database. or not database, it is the schema which you want, which the client will query. Okay, let me show you by this. Type defs, right, .js, yes. So const, export const, let us export here only, export const type defs is equals to, we will use something like this. This is a backtick which is below escape key, you can use this, and write hash GraphQl. This is a better syntax thing. It makes your writing GraphQL experience better, and for this you can use an extension GraphQL which is provided by some company, I don't know, but you can use it. I need to search it. If I want to show you, I'll have to search it, and I don't see. This is GraphQL syntax highlighting. This is made by GraphQL Foundation. You can use this. Now let's see GraphQL. Here we will write type. So before writing it, I want to provide you some database.js. Yes, and this database, we have example of this database from here. Don't worry, I will give it to you in comment section. I'll provide you this database in comment section. And this is user database. It has 4 fields: user ID, okay, and name Karan, email ID, and favorite movie ID. Not favorite movie ID. Why? You will see it. And now movies. This is movies database. So see, movies ID, Inception. So we have linked this movie ID in this movies database, right? And inside the movies database we have title of movie. Now we have this database, actors, okay. This is actor database. Now we will export all these things. Const export or export default an object of users comma movies comma actors. Yes. So yeah, our 20% work is done. Yes. So in type def we will define first user schema. This schema is the thing which your client will query. Your client can only query the things written in this schema, and if he queries a thing which is not written here, he will get an error. This is the basic fund of GraphQL. Yes. So let us write the schema. So schema, here we will write what are the fields inside user. See, this is the user database, okay. It has 4 fields, but suppose I want my user can only access these fields. See, ideally a password should also here, but this is a AI generated data set, so that's why password is not here. But we can write password and pass @123 like this. We can write a password field in for each user. We will write a password field after email, password @123, and we will make it different by this 4, by adding 4 here, by adding 5 here, by adding 6 here, by adding 7 here, right? So yeah, now I want my user that he can only see his name and email, and favorite movie ID I will also not allow him to see. So inside my user I will take it like this. I want my user can only see user ID, not user ID, only name, okay, name comma email, or let us allow him to see movie ID, favMovieId, not password. From database we are allowing him to see this, and it is a type of name is a type of string. See, these are some data types in this. If you want to define this GraphQL schema, you need to write some data types. Like there are some predefined data type which you will have to use. Okay, so string is a data type, int is a data type for the schema, and you can read in their documentation. If I show you in their documentation, data types, wait, schema, building a schema, and the schema basics. You see, these are some data types: book, books, name, string. These are some predefined data types which GraphQL has. If you want to make your own, you can, but I will use these only. Email is also a string, and favorite movie ID is ID. And see, if you want that some field cannot be null, you can write this exclamation mark. Okay, So email cannot be null. That's why I wrote here, and name can also not be null. So I'm writing this. So I want that my user can only fetch the user which is sitting there and using my website can only fetch these three things from database. He cannot fetch password. So we have created our schema for that. Now we need to create a query schema. What is this query schema? So this query schema is nothing. It is a get request. Whenever you want to get something, we write type query. All user can get any data with this query only. Every user. So inside query, I have users, and inside that we will have array of single user schema. Why? And this cannot be null. User cannot be null. Okay. So why I wrote this? See, this is a user. If your user is using your website and he queries something from this GraphQL, okay, and he's putting a query by using GraphQL, and your backend got a request. Now it is responding, so it will respond according to the schema which we define in type defs, which we are defining in this type def. So whatever he is querying, he can query from this part, although the schema is written here. Whatever he can query is written here, but for that he will have to pass this section, this query section. Then he can query that thing, and when he will ask this users, so we will give him array of one user schema. So array of one user schema is nothing. It is array of multiple user like this. We will see it. Okay. So now we have defined our type defs. Let us import ort type def from typedef.js. Perfect. And this resolver. So now what is this resolver? I am writing resolver here only. See, if you see in documentation, where is that resolver? Apollo server need to know how you populate data for every field in your schema. Okay, resolver is a function that's responsible for populating the data from single field in your schema. What does that mean? See, basically it means that whatever you have defined in your schema, now you want to send that to user, and this will not happen automatically. So what you will do, you will define some resolvers. What these resolver will do, these resolver will fetch your data from database and will send data to the user. But see, if you fetch something which is not inside your schema, the schema of GraphQL, and you are putting it inside this resolver and you are sending it to front end, so you will get an error. Why? Because there is a strict policy that not policy, there is a rule of GraphQL using, and it will give you error because you cannot send something to the user which is not defined in GraphQL schema. Whatever is defined in GraphQL schema, you can only send this via using resolver. So const resol resolvers. Okay, so now we are making resolver. How to make resolver? Let's see here. See, const resolvers is equals to query. So we wrote query there. Query is a thing. Query is like a get request. If you want to get anything, you write this query. Yes. Now inside that query, see, inside our query schema, we wrote users. What this user is giving? It is giving the array of some users. Okay, array of different users. This is giving us array of different user, array of object basically. So how we will do it? Database dot users. Yes. So okay, we have not imported our database file, database.js, database.users. This is returning database.user. Now let us start a server. So node index.js. Hope we will not. Okay, we encountered an error. Through error.message, there is something wrong, but not in schema. Query.users. Okay. So see what I told you. Here we have written inside our query schema that there is a field users, and here we are using users, user only, single user. This is not valid. Now see, again an error, not error, node-mon index.js. Our database started successfully and it is running on port 0. Let us also print URL. Now we will also get this URL localhost 4000. So when you will go to this URL, you will see amazing UI which is provided by this Apollo server, and it is loading. Yes. Now how to query data? Suppose this is an example query. I am changing the example to user because we are making a user query. This depends on you. You can write your name here as well. But this keyword query is important. This is necessary. So see what we defined in type def. For user query, see this query is diverting you to users, and this users diverting you to this single user or array of user, and that array will have this single users. So this users is diverting you to user. Now inside user you have name, email, and favorite movie ID. So we can get it name. Just write name here, and you can get it. There's something wrong. Why it is saying that there's an error? Okay, you need to write like this: user query. Wait. Not query. It should be I think user. Yes. Okay. There is something wrong. User, and inside that name. Yes, I think like this. Why this is red line here? Okay, so users. It is users. See, inside your query, you have users. So write S here. Now this will not show you. I was wondering that why I am getting that red line. So when I hit user query, it is saying users is null, data is null. Why it is saying null? I think I have done something wrong. I have, see, the mistake I made is I am returning an array from here. Database, I think I should map return. So what this will do? This will do this thing. Return database dot users dot map. Wait, let me go back here. It should return database dot users. It should return. Why it is returning null? We have a field name here. Yes, we have a field name here. Inside database we have name. For users, user is an array of this. Ideally it should provide us the data of user. User cannot be null. Yes, this array cannot be null. Cannot place. Wait, let us remove this and then query. We are getting null inside our user. Let us see why. We have a name inside our user query. Export type def resolver. I think there is something wrong. Okay, return. I forgot return keyword, or not like this. Sorry. I think this should be the syntax. Let us return database dot user. So, okay, now it will work. I hope it will work now. Yes, see, it is giving me name, name Tanishq, name Aryan, name Riya, and name Karan. Now if I write email after it, email, yes, it will give me. Yes, it will definitely give me. See, tanishqexample.com, amanexample.com, riyaexample.com, and karanexample.com. Now favorite movie ID. Suppose I write fav movie ID. Yes, it will give me this. favMovieId is M1, M2, M3, and M4. And just like this user query, suppose now I want my database to give me movies as well. My database has movies also. This movies. Now let us see how we can. So for that we need to define movie schema. Okay. So movie schema is like this. Name of the movie. I think name is not there. Only movie ID and title. I am copying this and pasting it there. Remove this. Write string here, and movie title is also a string. See, movie ID is not a string. It is a type ID. It is an ID, so you need to write like this. And here string. It is a string. Okay, right. So we have defined movies as well, and now last thing for actors as well. So type actors, and for this actor we will do something. Actor ID, name, and movie ID. Actor ID, which is an ID which cannot be null. Name, which is in string or string, and movie ID, which is an ID. Not dot, it should be comma here. Yes, so this is our schema for actors and movie. And suppose if someone request movie, so movie will be given by this, not capital movie, movies, and this cannot also be null. Now we can put this null mark, exclamation mark. Now actors, for actors we will do it something like this, actor, this actor database, actor schema, not database. Now I am sending actors from this. See, now I query part. Query part is what? It is a getting, request getting part. So this query part is sending the user, this user's movies and actor. And till now we were only getting this user. Now we can also get this movies and actor. So suppose you have defined something in your query schema. So you also need to change your query resolver. So here is our query resolver. So if someone query movies, not movie. If you write movie, you will get error. Why? Because in your query schema, you have written movies. Okay, and actors, so you cannot write in your resolver that actor or you get it right, actor or something. You will have to write whatever you have written in your schema, that only. Rn return database dot movies, yes, movies, yes, right. And now actors, same thing. You have to create an arrow function, then you need to return. Okay, I always write spelling of return wrong. Database dot actors, perfect, yes. Now suppose I query what, movies, yeah, and movie title. Suppose I only want movie title. So see, movie Inception, movie Interstellar, and movie Dark Knight. So all three are the movie of Christopher Nolan. So let's see now actors. Let's query actor database. So we are querying actor, and inside actor we have actor ID, actor name. Okay, so yes, see, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph this, and Matthew, and Annie Hathaway, and Christian Bale, and like this. So right now we have queried these three fields from our database. Okay, and suppose imagine that database is a MongoDB or SQL database, and you are querying these things from there. It is like that simple. So right now we are querying this, and suppose you want to query a single thing, then how can you do? So if you want to query a single thing, just write here in your query database. Suppose if someone, I will only do single query for user only. Suppose if someone asks for a single user, what we will give him? User, yes, and we will give him user. And how we will fetch it? So inside our user, after this there will be a function user. This will take id. Do we have user id? Any user id? I think yes. Okay, email id, we can also fetch user from email. So see, this not express, this GraphQl and Apollo server also gives us three things: parent, okay, comma, args, comma, context or content, I forget it, and info section is also there. So these four parameters this GraphQL gives us. So we are using these two only because we only have a work from them, we only need them. So parent, right now there is no use of parent. I will show you where parent is used, but right now we need args only. So what we will return from here? Return database dot users dot find. See, email id will be unique, we know, otherwise our database will not store it if it is not unique. So we will find what, current, and if current dot email or email id, what is there? Email, okay, email is equals to args dot email. We will return this. Now what is this arg? What is this arg? So we will pass a variable from here and we will get it here. Okay, so we will get an email here. And do we have a user id? Okay, we do not have a user id. Fine. In database, okay, so in database we have a user id, so I think we should also keep user id here as well. User id, like this, yes, user id. Now you can also query user ID, because querying from user ID is also a good thing. That's what we use most in our client and server architecture. So we will query using database, not this. So index dot change this to user ID and args dot user ID. Okay, fine. Now how will we query it? In our variable section, we will create a user ID, and we can also write ID, or let us write user ID only. Let us write ID only, because ID is shorter. So we will write ID here, and inside that we will pass what is that user's ID. That user's ID is database. Yes. So if I go to database, U4. Suppose I want to query this Aman U2. U2. Right. Now I want to query this. So we will. Okay. I always press save button. And how will we get this ID? So underscore ID is the ID we get. Yes. And we will pass this ID to ID. Wait, underscore ID. We pass it like this only, but there is something wrong, that I think I'm forgetting something. Let us see. Variable passing, variable dynamic value placeholder in Apollo server. Okay, user ID is okay like this. We need to fetch it like this. Where is that ID? Okay, now I think it is fine, and we will send it like user ID. Fine, I think this is good. Wait, I'll have to see the documentation for this. And you are fetching a user ID here, and you are passing it as an ID there. So we are also doing it. Oh, we are doing it at a wrong place. What we are doing? We are doing it in users. We don't need to do it in users. We'll have to do it in users. Simple one user query. Yes. So one user. I will pass user ID as underscore ID, and I will query that single user's name. Fine. So I think this is correct architecture now. Architecture. We are getting ID here, and we are passing it here. Perfect. Now, okay, so the problem was a very simple problem, and which I did wrong, is that why this is showing red? Because you have not defined it in schema. I told you that whatever you write here, you need to define it in your schema as well. So for that, we'll have to go to our schema and write it like this. We will get some ID, and that will be a type of ID which is not null. Yes. Now I think the error should go. If I query it, now see, we get the data, and we get this single username Aman. Yes, we are getting it. Now let us move to that part, how we can nest the data, and that will hardly take 10 minutes. So because we have done everything now I want a facility that let us see our database first. For that, suppose this user's favorite movie is M1. So we will query the user, and that user query will query this movie, his favorite movie. Inside that favorite movie will query the actors in that movie. Yes. So for that, we'll have an architecture like user can query movies. Okay. So movie, if someone query movies, he'll get, one user can have different favorite movies. Okay, let us see. User 4 movies M1, M2, M1. Okay, so yes. One user can have only one favorite movie. But there's a movie database, so we need to write it like this. Because, so see, this movies, now we are connecting user with movie database. So movies is like this. We are connecting it with movies, which will have array of movies. Yes. Now this array of movies, now this movies is connected to this array of not movies, it should be movie, right? Now we have connected movie database with user database. So every user can query to movie database. Now inside that movie database, movie is connected to what? Actors. Actor. Movie and actor. Yes. Movies and actors. List of actor. Yes. And what I can see from database is that one user can only have one favorite movie ID. Yes. So we even don't need to write like this. Movie. Write it like this. So we have defined this much in our schema. This user is connected to movie database, and this movie database is connected to actors. Yes, an actor is connected to nothing. Now we just need to change our schema, this schema. So we'll create a new schema. Why? Not schema. We'll create a new resolver, because now the query which is coming from user will go to a user schema. It's all data will go to your user schema. User, right? It will go to user schema, and inside that, if someone suppose query movie, what will happen? So the thing which will happen is he will get two parameters, not two. There are four parameter ideally. I told you. First is parent, parent. Second is args. Third is context, and fourth is info. These are four parameters, but we only have our work with these two. Now we are getting this. So inside parent, what data are we getting? Inside parent, we are getting this favorite movie ID. Okay, so we are getting this favorite movie ID. From that ID, we will fetch that movie. And how we will do that? See, return user, not user, return uh, database dot movies dot filter. We will filter something, and then we will return it to user. So what we will filter, or dot find only, because there's one movie only. Find what? A movie, single movie, in which movie ID is equals to movie ID is equals to this favMovieId. Yes, parent dot favMovieId, because whatever data parent is giving, we are doing this query on that. This movie ID is provided by parent dot favorite movie ID, because inside that it is present. Now we are querying this, and this will return us this uh, parent. Wait, parent, rent, yes, right. Now we can query user. Inside user we can query movie as well. Now let's see, this is user, and movie name. Why it is showing me red? Query name on the movie. Okay, something wrong again. Inside movie we are doing it like this, and user can query movie. Yes, user can query movie, and it is a movie type thing. Name, let's see. Okay, so there's nothing name like title. Title was there in movie. Now it will not give me error. So wait, it is also a movie ID is not defined. Movies ID, I think I have written something wrong. Movie ID, it should be movie ID, not movies ID. Yes, user query now, and movie ID is not defined. Where? Let us see. Location line 4 column 5. Movie ID is not defined. Wait. Okay, I know what we are doing wrong. movie.movieId is equals to parent.favMovieId. Now it should work, fingers crossed. Yes, it is working. See, Tanishq, movie favorite is Inception. Email is this. Name Aman, favorite movie is Interstellar. Because one person has one favorite movie in our database right now. And Riya's favorite movie is Dark Knight, and again, Karan's favorite movie is Inception only. And user Aman favorite movie is this, Inception. And see, this is a different data set, and this is also a different data set. Our data set is uh, here only, till here. So right now we have successfully connected our movie database with our user database. Now we will connect our actor database with our movie database. So we have right schema for that. If someone will query actors, he will get all the list of actor. Now we just need to write this resolver for it, actor, and inside that actor we will write like this, not actor, we will write movie, because someone will query movie first. If someone has queried movies, his query will come here, and inside that I will reply like this. If someone is querying actor from movie, so we will get parent rent, yes, comma, args. See, arg is not required here, but I am writing because it is a good practice that always write it. And then what we will do, we will return database dot actor dot filter. I'll use a filter query here because there are too many movies. Find will only find you one, I think. So, and now filter. We are filtering actor, one actor, where let us see what we have in our database for actor. What we have in our actor database, a movie ID. When return that actor only, where movie ID, actor.movieid is similar to parent.movieid, where actor dot I think everything is correct, it should not break. If it breaks, we will see. Yes, failed to fetch. Why? Schema introspection failed. And let us see why. Database.filter, actors.filter, and inside that movie ID is movie ID, actor.movie ID. Are we getting any movie ID inside actor? Let us see. I'm commenting this. Movie and title. Yes. Till now we are fetching here only. And inside that, if I query movie ID, yes, we are getting movie ID here. So parent.movieID, database.filter. Yes. So this is giving us array. Yes. Array of actors. This should give us. Why it is not giving me an array of actors inside my actor? If someone see actor inside movie, all the request of movies will come to this movie schema. Yes. And let me uncomment this. Uncomment this. Database.actors.filter actor, where actor.movieid is equals to parent.movieid, parent.movieid, actor.actorId. Wait, actor.movieid is equals to movie parent.movieid. I think it is right. Right, query to query. Something is wrong. Movie.actor defined in resolver but not in schema. Okay, movie.actor from movie. Okay, so we have again written S here. That was, I think, the main mistake. Yes. This was our mistake. And see, if I write actor here now, this is the movie ID, I'm removing it, and I'm writing actor here, and then name. Now see, this is a good thing. Data, user, name Tanishq, movie Inception, actress in that movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then email of that user, that favorite movie ID is M1. Yes, this is the data of one user. You want to see it separately? Let us copy this thing. Now you can play with it. I will remove this. See this now. Name Aman, movie Interstellar. Okay, name Matthew, and see Interstellar, and actors inside it is Matthew and Annie. Okay, and email is this, favorite movie ID is this. Name Riya, title Dark Knight movie, and inside movie the nested data is actor. This is our schema which we actually defining, which we are actually defining. You can see it. User is connected to movie, and movie is connected to this, movie is connected to actor. User is connected to movie. See here, user is connected to movie, and this movie is connected to actor database, right? This movie is connected to actor database, a single array of actor, because actor can, one movie can connect it to so many actors. That's why I have written array here. But a single user can only be connected to a single movie. And that's why this is a database structure. That's why we have written it like this. So that's what I wanted to show you, and these are some basic of GraphQL. In this video, I only showed you how you can query some data. There's also one another thing, which is mutation. Mutation is like when you want to update data, then mutation is used. But right now, this is enough